What's up, everybody? It's me again, and it's time to lean in, bitch. We're here for the Real Housewives of Potomac. It's the day after Labor Day, child. We were not available yesterday. Well, I wasn't. And we have Antonio back on this lovely Tuesday. So I guess we got to start moving the shows to Tuesday, child, so he can join us. Welcome back, Antonio.
Welcome. Even though I wasn't here, I was making sure that I still joined while I was up there.
You were here. You just weren't. Yeah, you weren't here to talk. So that is very much so committed. I noticed. And Asia is back. Asia's on vacation. She joined us today. Thank goodness. How you doing?
Hey, how are you? I almost didn't make it.
That's all right. And you made it. You look great. And it's gonna be good. It was an interesting episode. I know when I was talking to Danny earlier, who couldn't be here, he said that it was like kind of meh, but I thought it was an interesting episode, and I think we have a lot to talk about, in my opinion, and we can kind of go from there. Of course, if you're in the comments, if you're here watching, this does happen on Mondays. We just did it today, as I said, because of Labor Day yesterday. Well, it was a holiday. And if you're here in the chat, let us know you're here. Also, be sure to like this video. Go below the video, hit the thumbs up, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things to support. All right, so episode 9, we're in the second half of the season. Thoughts on the episode, Antonio?
I thought it was a good episode. It wasn't amazing, but it was a good kind of bridging between last episode and then I think what's gonna happen in the next episode. So I feel like every franchise needs that. I don't need drama every single episode, but if they give me a little sprinkle to kind of carry over, I'm good with that, and that's kind of what they did here.
Okay,
I was into it.
Asia,
I agree with what Antonio said. It was a nice segue into the second half of the season, and I like the drama at the end. Like I like the clearing at the end. That did it for me, baby.
Clear, baby.
That ending is causing all kind of controversy and issues. I knew that when this was gonna happen, that it was gonna go this way. I already knew because all of a sudden everybody's a mother and everybody's pregnant, so everybody gonna have something. Okay, so I just knew that was gonna be the case. I can't get pregnant, so I'm not gonna speak. I'm not gonna be insensitive, but I just feel like we're gonna talk about it, of course, in detail. It's a lot to be said. Danny said that Asia, me and you was gonna be defending the situation, but we gonna see. We're gonna see how
we'll see. He on the camera in my life.
Let's start talking about Gizelle and Robin. So they actually do showcase their podcast, and I think we were talking about the podcast a couple of episodes back, where I think Jasmine said she actually listened to it, and so I just found it very interesting. Of course, I'm sure we all may think the same thing, that they're talking about relationships and cheating, and they are the worst people to talk about it. Well, I guess the best and the worst, because they have experienced it on so many levels. But I like how the producer asked Gizelle and was just what she said something. I forgot already.
I wish I would have known that 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
She was like, no, I don't really mean that. I was just saying that. I'm just like, Gizelle, this scene clearly showed to me that her and Robin really, they're strong women, but it still affects them more than they like to act like it. So what were you guys' thoughts on this scene, the podcast, all of that? If you've actually listened to it, or if you haven't or not, just the scene itself.
I've never listened to the podcast. I have seen clips online, and it just didn't grab me as something that I wanted to listen to. So yeah, I don't have any type of I need to do that. But I felt like the topic that they did show was a good topic. I felt like it seems like they had some good conversation around relationships and cheating and stuff like that, because a lot of people can actually relate to it. Like you said, it was kind of funny that they were discussing the relationships and the cheating, and even to me, what was even more funny, kind of coming off the whole Wendy situation, about her husband and possibly cheating and the rumors or whatever the case may be. That was kind of a little funny to me as well. But yeah, it was okay. I still don't want to watch Reasonably Shady. I don't want to watch it. I don't like the name. I just didn't like it. I don't want to watch it.
She actually mentioned Wendy. Well, she didn't mention Wendy. She basically was like, I was talking to a friend, and basically, I was trying to,
Yeah.
felt like I was trying to help her and stuff like that. Do we feel like she really was trying to help Wendy? I mean, in the way that she presented in the podcast, you would think she sat her down and actually talked to her. She sent someone else to do her own work. Yep. I mean, let's be clear. What do you think, Asia?
I mean, it was nice that they got to share their experiences with cheating, but I think it clearly showed that they put their experience with cheating on to other people.
Right.
And it's just like, baby, that's you. That's your situation.
Yeah.
Not everybody, not every, woman is out here getting cheated on by their man. Not every famous man is cheating on their woman. Like, that's the man you chose. Yeah. So it just kind of clarified like why they even came at Wendy in the first place and thought that was a good thing to bring up on the show. Right. So that it clarified that because both y'all been cheated on. So now y'all want everybody else to be cheated on, everybody else to be miserable. I didn't like the fact that she brought that stuff up about Wendy is because it was a lie. Like the way she presented it, like you said, it was a lie. And I actually like the name of the podcast, but I don't care about that podcast. Like,
it doesn't seem interesting out there. It's just like Reasonably Shady. I don't know. It's something for them. It gives Robin a reason to get up on time, maybe.
Hopefully.
Don't mom shame her, Cortez.
I said getting up. I'm not shaming her at this point. I'm not mom shaming her.
I do not care.
But okay, so I would agree with all that. It was interesting. I didn't really get much from it, but I'm glad they shared it. I like that they're finding something to do. We knew about the podcast before the show. Now, speaking of Wendy, so they did show her talking to Eddie. Mm-hmm. And let's see, what I liked about this scene the most, she was just like, basically saying that they don't understand the love that we have, and they never will. Because they'll never have what we have. How y'all feel about that?
I mean,
it was a bar to me.
It was. In the words of Miss Asia, it was definitely a bar. And this was, other times when I seen Wendy on and she was kind of talking about it, she kind of cried a little bit. I felt like, kind of forced. But this time, it really does to me seem like she was legit hurt by the situation. And even when Eddie came in and was like, it's crazy because these people kind of know our story, like let them in, his parents didn't talk to him because he married her and stuff like that. So I felt like that was a really genuine and just heartfelt conversation. It did kind of make me feel a little bit more sorry for Wendy because I felt like her feelings were really hurt from what they said.
Eddie's feelings were hurt too.
Absolutely.
It's just like if we sat down and told
you're actually a good guy and you're being painted to be, a bad guy. Like he was just like, why would I be out here moving funny in the streets? And I'm sure he probably wasn't hurt like Wendy, but it probably was like, damn, they trying to, they really, especially if he truly is innocent, nothing going on. He's just an innocent man, like a good father, good husband, as Wendy said last week. He was crying them last tears. Come on, Sheila. But yeah, I felt that scene, and I felt when she said that, and she said, and they never will. I was just like, ooh, that is rough. That's the reason. Yeah. And Wendy, if you're watching the after show, she's been really going in. That after show is actually key. So if you're watching the show, I
haven't watched it yet.
The after show is like 15 or 20 minutes every. Maybe not even that long sometimes, but they be going in. The after shows always air on the second half of the season. So every Housewives. Starting, I think Atlanta started a couple of years back. Like now, Beverly Hills is doing it. Potomac. So if you're in the second half of the season, they start.
That's when they start. I like the after show.
I do. It's good. And they actually filmed it. They filmed those later in this. They film it as maybe closer to when like the episodes have already started airing. So they've already watched a few things. So it's good. It's good content to watch. Let's talk about Ashley and Michael. This just because it's sad, it's unfortunate, but I feel like this whole episode was really the producers playing on body shaming and playing into the look or feel of Ashley being big or wide.
Yeah.
Not just because Candice said it later, but the scene with, the scene in the car with Michael Darby, that was so cringy and so unfortunate. Because it's like, what are you doing, Michael Darby? Like, what are you doing? This is your wife. Are you trying to say she fat? Like, what are you saying? It wasn't making sense.
Does he treat her like his wife?
I don't know. Didn't he say something like, "You look good. You're not even as big as I thought you would be," or something like that? I was like, "Weirdo."
I wish my husband would.
Darby, what the fuck is you doing? And Ashley I know she just gave birth recently, but she is still on television, and she just be on there like she just brush her head into a damn like plop the mist top and just be like, fuck it, shake and go. I don't like it. I don't like none of it. I don't like Michael Darby. He's a weirdo.
Postpartum and stuff like that. I get that part, but I feel like Ashley really sometimes crutches on her giving birth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen women do the birth thing so many different ways, and I know everybody's different, but she could do a little better, in my opinion, especially being the messy person she is. She leaves herself to be an easy target to be read about anything because she just shows up being messy, looking messy. So it's just like, you're right. The messiest thing other than your boys is you, because you be looking like it's you. It ain't your way. It's you.
It's you're not put together.
Right. And she could do so much better, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but she's lazy.
Agree.
Yeah, but I don't think she deserved that from her husband, though. Her husband should not be giving her that. But he is out. It seems like they're struggling a lot sexually in this moment, because it seems like, I just don't know, like, I couldn't take that from his ugly ass. I'm sorry.
His skin looks like it falls off, like just as they walk.
If I was her and I wasn't having sex with Michael Darby,
I'd be happy.
I would be okay. Okay? I'll be just fine. Ew. Come on.
She loved that man, though.
I know.
Does she? Or does she love not living behind Walmart? Okay, so my comment with that is like, she just sat there and took it, but she got words for everybody else.
Yeah.
She sat there and took that from her husband.
Yes.
She don't get no pass for me.
Come on now, look at Kenya and Mark. You know, there's Ken, there's Ashley, and there's Ash.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ashley.
We have kind of seen Ashley though get with Michael a few times. Now, I don't like that.
It builds. It has to be a build up.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. And I don't know. That's just, I didn't like that scene for her. Even, I don't really care for Ashley like that. Some moments I empathize with her, but it's like in this moment, like, girl, you're going through a lot. Like, he's making you, really the issue is not someone else calling you that. It's your husband that's also basically in agreement in so many ways.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know.
And he tried to clean it up, but it was just messy as hell.
The going to the, even when it came to what they were going to do or what they were leaving, had me cringing. Like, you're not trying to open up your milk duct for your baby. You're trying to not have to breastfeed as much at night so you can fuck your you can have sex with your husband. God,
right? She said she was like shitting on. She been shitting on herself, according to them. She said, well, it was something mentioned last episode where the what's it called? The house lady was looking all icky because they was talking about something. What was it? You remember last time? They were talking about something that she was having an issue with, and then the nanny was looking like, ooh. Like,
when they walked in, when the nanny walked in.
It was something, but basically they're struggling a lot in their sex life, and everything they're doing, like everything they're accusing Wendy of doing, honey, they're doing it. Okay, they're trying to figure out to invigorate their sex life. Okay,
yeah, but you're asking somebody else.
Maybe asking to go and get some work done, because at this point they're struggling and it's not working at this moment.
Because why you up here criticizing? Is your husband calling you basically said you're not as skinny as I want you to be, but I'm glad you're not as big as you could be.
That's pretty much what he said. Yeah.
I was just like, wow. We
tried to top it off with. Try to top it off with, well, you still look beautiful though. Clearly, she don't see you based on what you just said.
I would have said, you know what, husband, You still look like a gremlin from Lord of the Rings. But you know, I still love you though. But you know, that's not marriage. Like, you can't say those things. So.
You're not going to convince me to go get something done for my child that I'm nurturing so I can fuck you. Like, there's no way in hell at 3 weeks you literally are more concerned about your sex life than your child. But then you mad about being called wide body. Like, it's just not linking up for me.
Well, we know why, because it came from her. But let's move on from the Darbies. They don't have much going on anyway. So moving on to Mia and this scene, I was worried about this scene because before I watched the episode, I didn't watch this yesterday. So when it came on, I saw people comment under Mia's her page, and they were saying your scene was one of the most authentic scenes I've ever seen. So I went into it like, let me go see chat. Authentic and Mia, they don't really go together. But let me go see the scene. So I'm gonna do it. So then I actually watched it. And I was like, I actually really enjoyed this scene.
I did too.
There was one thing I didn't like, but it wasn't a big thing. But I did enjoy the scene. Her mom seemed completely comfortable. Maybe she kind of coached her a little bit beforehand because that's needed. But it seemed like she was willing to talk and open the store. And then if all of that really did happen, that's very deep. You know what I'm saying? For her to be Mia to be hurt in that way while the dad was cheating, basically, in a sense. Yeah. So what were your thoughts on that scene with Mia and her mom? Because that seems to be her own solo storyline that she has going on. Mm-hmm. So I kind of was like, okay, Mia, I see a little, something with you. Just a little bit.
A little realness. I like mother-daughter interactions, especially with Black women on these shows, because it's something that we don't really get a lot on other TV shows. So it's authentic to me to see the different relationships between mother-daughter. So it's endearing to me. And I feel like Mia had her own revelation at the table, like, oh, I guess I'm mad at my dad, or I don't know how I feel about him, but I was really mad at you. So I think she, even as she was talking through it, like, you could tell her mom are in a pretty okay place, like a pretty okay place, but then it hit her like, but I'm not okay with my dad. Like, so I like those conversations where I see a woman her growth, even in that little conversation. So I did enjoy it too.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. I like that the mom, because it seemed like initially maybe the mom was didn't want to answer, some of the questions at first. And, she eventually did. And I'm glad that she did. I think this actually kind of helped Mia out in some way with some people who aren't sure, because you kind of got to see a glimpse of who she really is and, kind of like where she came from or what she's experienced. Like the whole, she burnt herself. That was just crazy. The mama got home and the daddy didn't even know it. Like, I'm like, who the hell called the ambulance and stuff then if the daddy downstairs cheating in the basement?
Well, so I guess she has burns over her body. Not that she shows it, but I'm curious. When she said that, I was like, oh, well, where are they? Not to say it wasn't true, but I was just trying to see where, because what we've seen thus far, if you notice, she does cover up a lot. You don't really,
especially with her arms and stuff too. Yeah.
As you look back, you see her in a lot of jackets over her or things that are more covered up. So it was a good scene. People saying in the comments, Justin Jenkins said very emotional scene. Brooke King said the scene had me in my feels. Now, Brooke, you said, let me make sure I go back. She said, through that scene with me and her mama. Was that because you didn't believe it, or because it was too much to watch? Let me know in the comment. And then there's another comment here from Brooke King saying, I love how much Mia wants to get close to her mother. Mia keeps reaching out for her mother. It's very touching. Yeah. Brooke says she just didn't care. Oh my goodness.
I think,
if she don't care, she don't care.
That's true. Listen, hey, I understand.
Side note, Mia must look a lot like her dad, because her mom sitting there.
I didn't see. But we don't know what Mia looks like at this moment, because
now she ain't. I don't think she's changed that much of her damn face now.
Stop playing with us, Antonio.
Wait a minute.
Wait a goddamn
minute. Playing our face.
You said, hold up, bitch.
She got the lips. I don't think she's had a facelift or anything like that. I think she's had some Botox. I just don't see any resemblance to her mom. I really don't. But I am glad that her mom is clean and doing well. And also, it was kind of because typically people that I know, or that have dealt with drug addiction and stuff like that, they don't like to drink or anything like that.
That's what got me at first, because when she said she wanted a limoncello, first off,
yeah,
couldn't say limoncello, and I was like, girl. So when she ordered, I was like, wait, why she drinking? Ain't she like? She didn't say she didn't want her to relapse. I was like, wait a minute. But then I realized it was more of like other drugs. It wasn't. I don't think it was alcoholism.
Yeah, I think it was. I guess like heroin maybe or something.
Yeah, it was because that remember she said her dad passed away from. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that thing was heavy, but it was nice to see.
I just wish. The only thing I didn't like, me personally, is because I feel like when things like that happen, of course, her dad being now passed.
Deceased. Yeah,
he really can't defend himself at all. Like she said that this is what he did. All we can do is take her side, and this is like not saying that she's lying, but it's just like, well, dang,
When that happens, when it's a situation like that, it's kind of like sometimes you just want to lay it to rest because we don't not want to be able to hear the other side and just automatically be Team Mia. Yeah.
Well, somebody else said that Mia didn't get the Joan Rivers treatment, but okay, she didn't get the Joan. She didn't get the Joan, but she definitely got the Rivers. Because it's still, anyway, I'm just saying. No way you're going to tell me that she ain't getting no work done on their face. And then there's some Botox. Stop.
No, I don't think she's had a lot of work. I don't. Not like that. Not like hard out surgery, but that's, what.
Okay, I'm going to sit here and play her face, Antonio. Do it. Just do it. It's fine.
Okay, so let's talk about Karen, Wendy, and Mia. So Karen is getting married. Okay, she's married again or renewal? What is she doing?
Oh, vow renewal.
She just want a wedding.
25 years.
But she's she's looking for 2 dresses. And did she say one of her dresses was $2,000?
I thought she said 10,000.
Was it 10?
Yeah, I thought she said 10.
I kept saying when she said 2. The music said "choom choom choom," so I thought it was shade. Like, girl, maybe if she said 10, my bad. I thought she said 10. I thought she said 2, and I was like,
I thought she said 10. But if that first dress she tried on was $2,000, that was like a good price. It looked good. So
it looks like it looked like she renting a dress, not buying a dress.
She probably is though.
Because the whole place looked like a whole rental space with rental.
I thought she was maybe buying that one because she said it was 10,000, and maybe she's gonna like get the second one on loan.
Online.
We didn't hear anything about this renewal until it's like boom, renewal. It's like we heard nothing, they
had said it at one of the last reunions though, like that once they come up, they were going to be doing a renewal. I remember Ray did kind of mention it at one of the last reunions though.
The time she mentioned it was when she was throwing shade at Robin about her wedding and then her wedding. That was the last time I remember.
Yeah,
that's the only time I remember from this season.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, they haven't really brought it up.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
that was that lady doing her vow renewal at a call center. Y'all ain't shit.
I am dead. I don't know where they coming in.
Let me go look at the comments.
No, that was from earlier with Cortez. I think you said it in text that lady was getting married at a damn call center.
I didn't say that, but that's a good one. I love the shade that Mia threw at them because that's some good that was just enough
shade.
That's enough shade to where you're gonna be like, girl, I thought we was friends. It was just enough. And I feel like Chase said, production kind of helped her out a little bit with it too. It was cute because I mean, even I was just like, what is this? Like it doesn't look bad. I've been to some weddings that came from a venue like that as well, but I guess but
the inside of the place looked really good though.
Well, that's really good. It looked amazing. So it didn't match the outside at all.
It did not. That's what it was like. They're gonna put some runners or some shit like that outside because this.
If she want to talk about internal versus external, she needs to go to Gizelle's house because that is a big difference, and that is something that externally should look much better. not a venue for a wedding.
Hold on.
That's good.
Y'all remember Candy's wedding was similar, where it was like, where
Yeah, that's true.
I've
That
been,
is
to,
true.
I've been to that venue for a little party. It was a
I've been there before. It was like a black party or something like that.
A lot of places are like that. I mean, honestly, you forget the outside look the way it do once you get inside.
I was just thinking, I would think like Karen, 25 years, she's like the grand dame and the queen. I felt like it would have been at some fucking mansion that was, or like legit, seriously.
Well,
I didn't think it was gonna be at a call center though.
I'm sorry, they've been throwing the money around for a very long time.
Was it like giving like a Shurion, or was it giving like, AT&T? Like, what's the kind of
giving like so I'm gonna tell y'all what it was giving. It was given. I had this one time. I had this interview for like it's not Home Shopping Network, but it's similar to Home Shopping Network. And when you get to the place, it's just like a building, no signs on it, no nothing, some windows. That's what it was given, like a Home Shopping Network building.
Okay.
Like a secret. Like of what's going on.
Okay, this is a good one. So Derek said Dish. I don't know if it's Dish Nation or Dish Network.
They setting up cable.
And then Justin says it gave Amazon warehouse. Amazon honestly, they do a lot better with their warehouses. And they
do.
Even then, they give you a little more ambiance.
And at least say Amazon on the outside. That's decoration enough.
There's a question from Ronnie. Ronnie said, would y'all do your renewal at that venue? I personally would not.
I would.
It looks like the same venue that she had her wig lunch party. Because remember, they clowned that too. Remember that?
They in a strip mall.
Outside, it was like a strip mall.
Yeah.
I don't see.
I just feel like I've just been hearing about their money. I haven't quite seen their money.
Yeah.
And if they don't
I think she had a little, she had some because she said she had to give him money to help him get out of the IRS situation. So
and I think that's where all the money went. I think they had it.
Yeah. She building it back up now.
Where's your castle?
Where is it?
While we're talking about money, let's move to Candice and Chris, because their storyline this season is clearly that they try to make it to where he's like not free. So a couple things. One day he may be freeloaded from her, riding her coattail, as Gizelle said, and clearly Miss Dorothy thinks the same. And also she's managing him, right? So in this scene, they eat out or whatever. Basically, they're going back and forth because Candice feels like he's not present enough for a lot of the moments that he needs her there as a manager, but he feels like he still has to have a life too, and he ain't getting paid.
Well,
what do y'all think about that?
You are.
What do y'all think about that? Because he made a comment in the earlier scene that I felt like kind of contradicts when he said that. When he said that when he was working his restaurant, she was a hostess, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't paying her. So I'm just like, earlier you were like, I'm going to support my wife, but in this moment, that kind of comment wouldn't come out your mouth. It wouldn't. I mean, everything else, I get the feeling of like, you got to have your own life and you want to go play golf because you still are, a Caucasian man. So hey, go play golf. But what I'm really saying is like, it seems like by him saying that she's not paying him, I'm like, I don't know if that should have been said.
I mean, I feel like they married, the money coming in the house. Y'all got a whole house and car and shit together. You getting paid. You may not be getting money put in your hand, but she is definitely contributing to a lot of what you guys are able to do. So I didn't like it. I feel like as her manager, he needs to be there. She is a brand new artist that's trying to brand herself and put herself out there. He needs to really buckle down and be there when she's having video shoots, when she's at these interviews, or when she is in the studio. He needs to be there as much as possible. And if he's not able to do that, then he needs to communicate that to her, and they need to find somebody else that can actually do that for her and push her and try and get her to where she's trying to go. Because clearly Chris may not be the man for that job. And then not only his ass got up and walked the fuck out the restaurant, and she had to pay. I ain't like that either. You don't be leaving her in no damn restaurant.
I'm sorry. I cracked up like that. I cracked up at that because like I'd rather you walk away so I don't cuss you out. Please leave.
Well,
Please
I mean, she did say, like Derek said, I'm about to cuss you the fuck out.
Yes.
And he clearly said, well, it would be the first time. So no. Don't leave her in that damn restaurant.
Okay. I go pay. You gonna pay because you pissing me off and I'm gonna leave.
Do you think she should find an actual manager or
yes.
would not be a problem?
She needs to. I don't think that's a good idea at all. It just never works out. It just never works out. Look at Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it could work, but it's just like look at Candy and Todd. You know, it took them a while to get it together too, because they was arguing about some stuff too. You know what I'm saying? I think it's kind of just
But Todd ain't her manager though.
That's the thing.
They were more so business partners.
Yeah.
So I think their situation was different. It wasn't the support. It's just they couldn't find a common idea on what the hell they wanted to do. And Candy felt like that Todd was all over the place with ideas.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to do this, and she wanted to. But with Candice and Chris, it's just that he's not present for.
Yeah.
You know, he's not gonna be there for the video. He wasn't there for the moment when she was shooting. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, you know, she may not need him there, but that's also her husband. I think she wants him there.
Yeah, you do.
And he's also her manager. So it's like it's a bit of I need you here, but I also need you here. I want you here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting from.
It's probably a trust thing too, because her career is so new. Like it's gonna be really hard to trust somebody else with your career. Like I'd rather entrust it with my husband. Like we know that they can afford to pay somebody to manage her and book her, but I think it's just a comfortability level that she has to get to get someone else, and then still find a way or a role for Chris to be involved. Yeah, but he can also go play golf and network or something. But I do think that he needs his me time so he can deal with her again. Like I wouldn't be able to deal with Candice 24/7. He still let that man go play golf. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Never seen him play golf all these years. He was sounding like he'd rather be doing a cipher or rapping or something. I ain't never seen him play
damn rap.
A lot of people don't know I play golf. I don't look like I play golf, but I'll be out there. I'm not good at it, but I go do it.
Well, he act like he good at it. Like, oh yeah, I'm
Me
like,
too.
Like would someone go? No.
I mean, I can see like so. Ronnie said, you know, about his cooking endeavors. I can see him saying something about him going to do cooking, but when he mentioned golf, I'm like, there was not a way to justify you wanted to. I mean, I get it. You should be able to do what you want to do, but golf.
Candice, if you listening, girl, listen. Go and find you a new manager. I just feel like that's gonna put some extra strain on y'all. Y'all still newly married and all that. Yeah. It's gonna put some extra strain on it that y'all don't really need. Yeah. So go and get you someone that has more experience that can book you for prides or whatever it is to kind of get your name out there and get your shit going. Let Chris go and do his online cooking shows and be like a freelance cooking person and golf.
I want Chris to be a private chef, like a private celebrity chef. Like,
that would be good.
That because you know the girls. Like how he did the dinner
food all the time. Like he posted his food all the damn time.
Yeah.
So he's great at that.
He
just probably wasn't time to a restaurant. Yeah, but he cooking wise, he's cool.
He needs a private chef.
But somebody said Rook King, she's listening. Cortez is her BFF. Okay, so I actually want to speak to this actually because she actually has a co-manager now. So I don't know if he's like want to still like manage it completely. I mean, on like 50%, but I know someone else is definitely helping her out.
Okay, good.
Like with not pride, but like events and stuff like that.
Yeah, booking stuff.
Yeah.
Bookings and just a whole everything, a rollout. I've literally sat around some of those phone calls and I'd be like, okay, you got to go because this is going on too long. So yes, I think she has learned that not that he can't manage, but she needs someone else to at least help. So it's not all on him. Because I mean,
she likes the support of him.
I think so too. But yes,
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. She love that man, but you know, I think that.
Yeah. All right, we all agree on that.
Yeah.
I'm glad he left though.
So Robin, aka Rachel Dolezal's birthday dinner. Of course, we found out earlier that Gizelle is hosting and she did not invite Wendy and Karen. Should she have invited Wendy and Karen? Let's ask that question. What do y'all think?
It's not if she didn't want to.
Yeah, I think in personally, I'll be honest with you. If I were Gizelle, I probably wouldn't have either.
Yeah.
Because even when Wendy gave Robin like the apology and everything at the table, it didn't look like Robin really bought it. And Robin wasn't
Yeah.
really feeling it. So I would have. I think she made a good choice by not inviting them. And plus, it would have been like awkward. It's like y'all got this situation, and then you come to my birthday dinner to
Like, happy
like break
birthday.
bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think that, I thought maybe more so Wendy should definitely not have been invited because it was for Robin and they definitely had that little issue. Whether she apologized or not, she still said it. And
Yeah.
so it is what it is. But I thought Karen could have probably been invited, but Gizelle
Yeah.
Gizelle did that personally for her. I don't think Robin wouldn't have cared if Karen was.
If Karen was there
Yeah.
either way, yeah, that was for Giselle.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna say that Kyra, welcome to the Potomac. Actually, I know you. So Kyra's usually here for Beverly Hills, and so I was wondering today. I was talking to Danny, is she gonna jump for Potomac, and she did. But she says I have had better birthday dinners. That definitely was very.
This is true.
Maybe they cut some of it because or whatever.
Those are some tired
Also,
ladies,
Just
they are very tired, except for motherfucking Escala. I loved when she was like walking up. She legit gave me like housewife. When I looked at her, I seen housewife. Candice, I love the white boots you had on. I love those white boots.
I think they all, for once, not
No.
they all
Not
look,
all, not all.
They all looked over
Giselle, did you see that Giselle that fucking sparkly thing around the top and a belt?
And what did Robin have on? She's starting to dress like Giselle.
Giselle is tacky. We gotta at this point. It's like come on, she's tacky. Okay, but I thought this was the best that I've seen them look in a long time as a group.
Robin did not look like the birthday girl.
Well, no,
I love what Candice had on. I love the whole ensemble. And again, those white boots to me was everything. I love those white boots. I keep trying to get my homegirl to buy white boots, and she won't. But I love those white boots. Mia looked good from what I can remember, but Escala and Ashley having that Beetlejuice outfit.
Okay, so let me just say this. Okay, first of all, if it's already speculation that I might be wide, I'm not gonna wear two different type of stripes. Everybody knows stripes make you look wider. But like this just goes back to being that Ashley is really not that much of a. She don't know really how to put herself together. It's just unfortunate. And I think it just didn't help her in this case, which you're gonna talk about, that she wore stripes and it made
a ponytail with her receding hairline.
Wide.
She is.
But before we talk about that, they were talking about the scene. They were talking about with how Ashley delivered. So last episode, Robin kind of was like, "What did Ashley say?" As if she added some hot sauce or said anything else. Now Ashley says that she said that she went to her and was like, "Are you and Eddie in reinventing or reinvigorating your marriage or your sex life?" Now, is that how you think she really went to her?
No.
Okay.
Even if they cut. How they be cutting and editing. I still don't think that she went to her like that. We seen where she was like, well, the girls were saying that this is the reason why you like this change or whatever, and this surgery or whatever. So no, she definitely, now granted, what she said was what they said, but she didn't go on what they had rehearsed. So no, Ashley is she definitely added hot sauce, motherfucking black pepper, and whatever other kind of spice you got. She added it all.
Well, she don't got too many spices, so that's what she added.
Well, I like that Escala called her and was like, "No, that's not that." I mean, although she wasn't there, but you can't say that was coming in a way of care. You basically, you put her on the defense to you. No, thank you, Escala. Escala has definitely been keeping it real with all the ladies, with Robin. She's been keeping it real with Gizelle, and it's been good for somebody to be like, look, friends, whatever. Like you can tell she's friends with everybody, but no one's coming at her because she's not doing it in a disrespectful way. Yeah. She's just kind of being like, it's not true,
she's not doing too much like how some of the friends that we've seen before. She's not like doing too much. She's really, it seems like, just being her. She's not trying to be in the drama or, she kind of inserts herself. You know, no, because Mia's actually, she holds a glass. Um, so I meant like Latoya from Atlanta last season, or people like those friends that just go above and beyond trying to get noticed. And it seems like this, she's just being her. I like a scholar, and I want to see more of
I
her.
like a
And
scholar.
even if she don't
I
come back
want her
as
for
an actual champagne glass holder next season, I still want her back as a friend to the show.
Well, I think she has. I think she went from just, like I said, making those faces until she's actually made herself. She's just made herself just enough presence to where
yeah.
she could definitely be at the reunion. Hopefully,
Hmm.
because I mean, you know how they will do. But I think people
Yeah.
have received her well, and she's
Well, I
really good.
gave her a confessional, so I hope she's there.
Yeah, I mean that. I mean that's true, but
Yeah.
that's true.
She's given us just enough that we want a little bit more. Like I want a little bit more of a
Yeah.
scholar.
I
And
do
I
want
know
to.
that she just had she probably really didn't do full time because I know she had just had a baby.
She did just have a
Oh.
baby. She did,
And not
Oh, okay.
everybody's desperate for a check to just be showing up to work like that.
and she not here wearing stripes or a poopy ass ponytail. No, she's not because
With a receding
No, she
hairline.
be done, baby.
She
Asia,
a scholar looks good.
she does. She be done. I like a scholar.
Don't
Okay.
call my name like that, Antonio.
So then, in this
Asia.
moment, I have to ask y'all because the buzz of the word and online is Candice wrong for calling her wide body?
No.
And well, hold up, wide body. And
Filthy milkmaid?
it was
Is it filthy
wide
milk?
body and big ass face and a big ass forehead.
You forgot filthy milkmaid because that was the one I
Yeah,
went
that
up
too.
for. That was my favorite.
It was all of it. Is she wrong?
No.
And
Well, let me say this, and I'm not even you know how I felt about Candace in the past,
Yeah.
but I feel like when you are going at somebody, it's as long as I don't feel like calling her wide body was like that bad. I mean, shit, her body could have been wide with no kids. Then what? You just body. Mm-mm. So I just don't feel like that was that bad. The filthy milkmaid was funny. I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay.
That was my
Do
favorite.
y'all remember? Let me ask you this then. Do you remember when Mimi and Portia was into it in text message? Mimi told
Yep.
Portia, what she call her, Miss Piggy? What she call her?
She called her
Yeah.
Miss Piggy. She even at the reunion she was calling Portia blimps and every damn thing. I was like, shit, they
So
was
when
reading,
you
and Portia was reading her right back, calling her granddaddy lonely.
She did call her the Richard Lonely. She did call her Granddaddy Lonely.
She did. She sure did.
And I didn't have an issue. I didn't be like, oh, Nene should have said that. And Portia was big and shit, 8, 9 months pregnant at that time. So no, I mean,
I don't
and
think it's
look at some of the shit that Ashley has said to people. I don't forget what the fuck she said to Katie season or two back when they were arguing. She
Period.
said some really like harsh stuff to Katie. She's called like Candace had called her big forehead. She's called Candace rat face. Like they,
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
if
Mostly
you show
everybody-
up,
Go ahead,
you
go ahead.
you show up to filming, talking shit, being messy.
So
2-3 weeks after pushing the baby out, you open season like you're fair game. Ain't nobody tiptoeing around you.
This is why I say when you get pregnant on Housewives, take a season off. Okay,
Yeah.
don't come on the show after you just had a baby while you're pregnant because I don't like that they use that crutch. Oh, she's pregnant. She's pregnant. She's get off the show, okay? Because if you on this show and you pregnant, you may be a wide body, you may be a tennis ball, golf ball, whatever. Like, stop it. And then, especially if you're just there and you're doing some of the messy work, you are not off limits.
You're
and that's
not.
not
Girl at all.
Ashley is never held accountable for anything that she's done. And I just feel like it's unfortunate, in this moment. I don't think Candice is wrong. She did kind of go left so fast, you know what I'm saying?
She don't like Ashley though.
She doesn't like her.
Candice was sitting there like this.
She called her a hoe, and
She was
like,
ready.
She was like, why would you call me that? Because I wanted to. Like, well, in other words, I don't like you. And
any chance I get to read the fuck out of you, I'm going to get you. Yeah. That's
and that makes her the best housewife. Period.
Now don't push it, Asia.
What?
what she just said. Somebody that makes her the best housewife.
No, I
Don't
said
push
that
it.
makes for the best housewife.
Oh, that makes her the best housewife.
No, Antonio, you just wait. Child, let him have said that Monique was the best housewife for that binder. He would have said, "Oh yeah."
No, I would not.
I'm just saying when when I don't like you, I don't like you, and I'm gonna drag you for real. And I don't know, like Gizelle, Karen mess, because that stuff just get tired and weird.
Yeah,
that was unexpected, and it was great, and I was just like, yes, filthy milkmaid.
I was like, filthy milkmaid. This girl.
Housewives, and I don't think that warrants her for needing to be popped in the face. No, because like I said, people have said all kind of stuff. Like, just at this point, Ashley, my thing is she's good with shade, but she's not good in a back and forth. That's not her thing. Yeah, she's not.
Ashley ain't. Ashley and like Ashley's not. She's not a match for Candice. She has never been a match for Candice for the last 3 seasons or so that they've been going at it. She's not a match for Candice. Ashley needs to argue with somebody like Robin or something like that. Not Candice.
Karen. Karen. They have moments. They have.
Oh yeah. But also as well, Karen is Karen is kind of like an easy read sometimes too. Like how Sheree was on Atlanta. It's like an easy read. Candice, what they gonna say? Oh, your mom was using your mom's house. Okay, now she ain't in her mom's house no more, so they can't really use that. So it's not really a lot that they can really go at her own. She ain't had no financial issues or nothing like that. So yeah,
they trying. They trying to Jamie. He said Candice was on Reddit because she had just left arguing with her husband 3 hours ago. That's true. She was mad. She had to pay for the bill. So she was like, "Look, I'm pissed."
Right. So Candice had just left arguing with Chris, and Ashley had just left getting berated by her husband about her wide body. So.
Well, Ashley should have been ready as well. She should have had her reads ready. Ashley, as of now, I feel like when you are in these situations, and how I would think in my mind, if we are on a reality show and I know, okay, I got an issue with this person and this person, we having a group scene, I don't know what the hell going on, what they're going to bring up, I'm probably going to kind of be getting my reads ready in my mind.
I feel like, I don't know if y'all remember the Atlanta reunion when they were all white, the last one, or the one before last. And Eva had literally just had that baby, and Portia said her titties look like they social distancing.
Yes, she did.
We laughed
and we went up. We all laughed at it. But here's the thing.
Even when they got new titties.
And she sure did.
She did get new titties.
But here's my thing. Portia, Gizelle, none of y'all can sit up here and be like, oh, well, I'm a mom, so I feel nope. Because you done did it, and you done did it too. So shut up.
That's true.
Shut up. I don't got time.
I just added the link to join the stream for today because we've covered everything in the episode. So the link has been pinned. You can join the stream for some quick commentary and or questions for the panel live. You can do video or you can do audio. But at this time too, while you're also watching, because we have quite an amount of people in the chat, very active today. Please be sure to like this video. You're watching. I only see 2 likes, and there is 20 people in the chat. Okay, so like this thingy. But yeah, anyway, I put the link in. Ronnie, I think you see you're trying to join. Just click the link and just join with your name. You can do audio or video, and we will let you chat on the screen to talk about the episode. But before anybody joins on, next week's episode seems to be good. It's more and more and more. And I don't know what this theme is next week, but Candice
with the flowers and stuff.
Candice and Robin's hair got me hollering.
Betty Candice in that short wig. Oh my God.
Did you see Robin's little curl, her little roller set? I said,
I did not.
But I am hollering already. I don't know what the theme is. It's giving Instagram filter that we used to have back in the day.
Yeah, it does.
Was that Instagram or was that was a Snapchat?
Snapchat.
Yes. Oh, that was
I'm just like this wig that what Candice say? She said, I ain't never seen this bitch say she was hurt. That little black pixie cut thing was just a move. And I said, oh my goodness, this is a mess. Brooke, I actually know Ronnie. We actually know each other very well. So he needs to get on. But anyway, we have Kyra who is going to join. She's already in the queue, so we'll add her to the live right now. What's up, Kyra? What's up? Welcome to the lean. How are you doing? Lovely.
I'm doing well and ready to just read some
breath.
What?
I said you're not out of breath today, are you? You last time you said you was running
slightly out of breath because I usually end up watching them downstairs and I'm doing something, and then I feel weird talking around my parents, and I run upstairs to my room. Slightly, but we're okay. We're okay. We're ready to read Ashley Studio Darby to Phil. That's kind of.
We'll give you 2 minutes to read. Can see if you can do it.
The floor is yours. I'm here for it.
Because I watched like the after show, and she's like, "Oh, Candice's rap sheet. She knows what kind of language she is using when she says stuff like that. What do you mean rap sheet?" She said, "Candice has no right to try to correct me. Look at her rap sheet."
Oh, her rap sheet.
And I'm like, your white husband has you tricked to think that you're a white woman, but you're not. You're biracial, but you're not fully white, and he's gonna let you know at the end of his will when them 2 older kids take most of the money because you think you about to get it all.
Order in the cart. Order in that cart.
I'm just saying, as Erica De Niro says, her and Sheila trying to be heartbreakers and stuff. He has 2 older kids. You don't think them kids are not gonna want their inheritance?
They're gonna get it.
That's true.
I'm just like, she's always like, "Oh, my husband, a millionaire, and oh, Michael just says certain things." That man just told you, tighten up, or I'm about to go cheat out on you again in the car.
Next season.
Ashley has some white privilege characteristics. It's been said many times, but she does. I think because she has this big kids and her husband's white, she does kind of tap into that, like, "Oh, really? Oh,
aggressive."
Really?
I don't like it.
It's just like she victimizes herself so easily. She is easily.
There's no kind of.
She identifies as white. Let's just be clear.
Yes.
And her mom, Sheila, is that her name?
Yes.
Sheila?
With the iPad.
With the iPad, she is black. Boo. I'm just saying. So yeah.
Yeah, no, she understands that, but the fact is, she was raised with a mom living in her tent, so she don't know everyone to go back there. We all have said this already before, because she's living up in that penthouse. That man does not see long term with her, because why would you have your young wife and your 2 babies up in a penthouse still if you are a multimillionaire? Why would you not have a house?
That's true. I agree.
That he bought in his 70s.
Yeah, for someone who didn't have a stable home, I find it interesting that she, again, he might be a millionaire and all that stuff, but she does not have access to it. Because for someone who didn't have a home, for you to marry wealthy and then are not trying to get homes and things in your name and stuff like that already, that means she's not actually playing this smart. That means she's actually hanging on to every word that Michael says. I think we give her a little too much credit. Because if I was her, I would have multiple houses in my name already. I would not be staying up in a crowded penthouse with my 2 young kids. I'm supposed to be this mother nature. No, you don't even have a backyard for your children. No.
Okay, you don't have a backyard. Okay.
That's all some shit Nene would say.
Yes, Kai.
I'm gonna tell you, definitely read Miss Ashley. I'm gonna let someone else join that is waiting in the queue.
Thank you.
We're gonna see you.
Thank you, Kyra.
Tomorrow.
Yes, of course.
Okay, well, we'll be here tomorrow.
Thank you, girl. Come back anytime. Please.
All right, we're gonna have Mel from New York City join. What's up, Mel? Welcome to the Lean. What you got?
Hey guys, how you doing?
How you doing?
What's up, Mel?
Hi, Antonia. Hi, Miss AJ. Looking beautiful as always.
Don't she?
Well, you do too. Mr. Cortez is wonderful too. You look wonderful.
With the girls.
Oh, Lordy. Okay. No, I was. You know what? The episode I would have to say wasn't the best, but I actually love. I love Candice. And you know what? I love this show that you all do because I mean I'm sure you all see whenever people recap the show, they drag Candice every time. So if you're a Candice lover, this is a safe place to be. You can actually converse with other people because they don't really get. I mean, I don't know why they just sort of don't like the girl. It's crazy, but yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't know why they don't. We have.
I'll say this. We have a split. Like we have people. We have Candice supporters. We have Candice okays. We have some that's like, she needs to get popped again because she's talking. We have it out here, and purposely,
did you watch this last
season? Huh?
Did you watch the Lean last season? Because y'all took Candice up.
Right. I try to create panels to where there's like so many sides. Like I'm not the biggest Kenya fan, but for Atlanta, there's 2 Kenya supporters, okay, on that panel.
1.5. Stop playing with me.
No, child, please. Anyway, wait, sorry. Go ahead, Mel.
No. I was just gonna say that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think it was just good that Candice got a chance to I think that for me, Candice just sort of just let her know that our relationship is the way it is. It's just we're going to be pretty much cordial. You get a line, I'm going to let you know about it, and that's it. I think that's okay. I think that's the only way you can really, coexist. Basically, I think in the chat it was said, well, why is Candice mad? And I hate that framing of it, mad at Ashley. I just feel like she tried last year so beautifully. She basically gave her grace when it came to her husband, and basically Ashley took that grace, balled it up, threw it in the trash, and she basically backstabbed her again. So this year she came prepared as just wonderful. She just didn't engage with her. She didn't bother her. She just don't want her to show up at events and mess up stuff, basically. Don't come to my events if I don't invite you. Come up here, cause some problems. If you do, I'm going to, next time I see you at the table, I'm just going to let you have it with both barrels. So it was great. I think Ashley thought she was going to set that table and smirk and do all her tricks. And Candice was like, not today. And that's pretty much what I saw.
Yeah. I think, and this is a comment too, before I let you go, Mel, from Brooke. She said, you file legal paperwork against me, we can't come back from that. And honestly, I think last season they were actually okay until she found out about that. I think Ronnie asked what happened or why she doesn't like her or whatever, but I think they would have actually been okay.
You know what? I forgot about that, Cortez.
Candice too, I hate you, I don't like you, and.
But I was going to say one last thing with that. What I even think of Candice is so mature. I think that she wasn't threatened by that paperwork with Monique. I think that for her friendship or potential friendship with Ashley was like, damn, you did this a couple of weeks ago, and you smiled in my face, we chilling out. I think for me, it feels like maybe the friendship that she thought she was developing was fake, and the girl basically tricked her. So I just feel like she's dangerous, and that she don't want to be bothered with her, which I don't blame. So I think that's what's happened.
Okay. Being friends with Ashley is dangerous.
Yeah, I think so. I agree.
Okay, all right. Let you go. Thank you for joining and leaning in with us today, and we will see you next week. Do you watch Beverly Hills? Because I don't be seeing you on Beverly Hills.
I call in for Beverly Hills. I call in sometime.
You do?
Yes, it has, because I be hearing it.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, we got one last person to join. We're going to let you go, Mel, and we're going to get out of here, too. Okay. Thank you, Mel.
Thank you.
All right. For the last person is Ronnie, but Ronnie, it says device. Oh, there we go. All right.
Are we good?
What's up, Ronnie? Welcome to the lane, finally. So I'm gonna say this before he go. Ronnie actually has a channel. We came from Drag Race fans together, but he watches all these other shows. So welcome to the lane, Ronnie. How you doing?
Well, you guys are good. Like, this is funny. You guys think of things I never think of, and I also don't necessarily agree about what you said with Ashley and being pregnant. I don't know. Your point was good, Cortez, but I have a soft spot if they do have a pregnancy. Like, it doesn't bother me as much, and I know it's an easier load to carry, so to speak, but I don't know. Like, I'm just on the fence with that comment. Tell me why you thought that it's okay to kind of think they shouldn't be on the show if they are pregnant at the time.
Because I feel like they use it as a crutch. They kind of weigh on that as to where they can't be touched, and it's already a liability when you have them there and there's so much going on, right? Like, you've seen plenty of times. Let's go back to Housewives of Atlanta and how when Candy was pregnant and what's her name, Portia and Cynthia were fighting on the boat, Kenya was like, get her out of here. Candy, she's pregnant. She was using her as a way to make it seem like Portia was just so demonic in that moment. And so not only are sometimes like Ashley uses it on their own, Eva as well. I feel like there are others that use that. It's an easy way to kind of get out of things, and I feel like that's not fair.
Could Eva have just been boring at the time? Like it might have been that situation actually.
Eva,
and I think
not boring. She's proven to where she's shown that she has it. She just didn't bring it because she was so pregnant, and I feel like people kind of didn't want to go in on her as much because she was pregnant. I think that's also an issue. Candice doesn't care about Ashley. So Candice was going off on Ashley when she on her last baby, remember, in the tweet. So that's one thing. But most people, they just kind of hold back. I guarantee you, Kenya would have ate Eva up when they was at it when she was pregnant, but she didn't. She kept it really.
Oh, she was about to. If you remember from that Bailey cue, she was about to get at Eva. Eva left. She was.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like those moments. I just feel like they should sit it out. They can't do much. They can't go on the trip.
All
they do is eat.
You make a good point. That's
one thing, Ron. Even with the whole being pregnant and things like that, if you are gonna be sensitive to your kids or your pregnancy like that, you should not insert yourself in any type of drama where people could potentially come at you. You do like Candy did, and you be pregnant, and you just stay to the side, and you kind of mind your business, and you just see with everybody. You can't really get involved with the drama, and then when they come at you, you be like, "Oh no, I'm pregnant." No,
I'm pregnant.
you are also pregnant when you cause that drama. So let me go ahead and give you these reads, and you're gonna take it like a big girl.
Right. So you're saying if you talk loud, like you're going to have to still suffer regardless of what your situation is.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. That's why I said I was on the fence about it. Because like to me, I'm like, I feel like producers should be able to find a way to insert them, maybe be the funny character that season. But you're right. You can't just say anything and then use it as a crutch. That's actually very true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ashley just so used to being messy, that's all she can do.
And I gotta disagree with one more thing, only because I think Gizelle looked beautiful at the birthday. Like I thought she did good. I thought she's gorgeous. Like she's the type that like the garment isn't the thing that dictates whether she's fabulous or not. And to me, she walks into that room, she invites who she wants, she checks with her friend. Her friend wasn't mad, so nobody else should be mad. Gizelle is the queen of the show.
Oh.
Now, I don't disagree with that.
Ronnie stands Kenya, he stands Gizelle. So I mean, come on now.
Okay, Ronnie. I agree with
I'm
what
a Virgo,
you're saying.
so yeah.
I agree with what you're saying with Gizelle because we see that she can't dress. Like, so yes, her presence is known by her pretty face. She's gorgeous. She's a gorgeous woman.
Gorgeous woman.
And she has gorgeous kids. It just when it comes to her fashion, it don't happen.
It'd be delayed, tied through, and delayed. It was actually the show was playing on my TV as we were, because I always before the things I like to turn it on again and just kind of listen to it. And when I looked up, I seen that damn sparkling ass choker thing and that leopard catan that she had tied a Gucci belt around. I was like, somebody come get Miss Roper the fuck out of here.
We gotta let you go. We gotta get you. The time is up for you to be on this side. We're gonna be here every Monday. Today, every Monday we're here same time in Beverly Hills on Wednesday. So feel free to join in anytime. It was
Please
a great
come back.
That was some good insight, and I'm glad that you actually challenge our questions, so we can actually be like, I love this. So
great job. It was fun.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Ronnie. Bye.
I liked what everybody said.
Yeah.
I
welcome all of it. If you're watching, like that feature is there for everybody to use. I hope nobody cussing me out in that and be respectful. But at the same time, say what you gotta say. That's what it's here for. The platform is to lean in and give your perspective always, for us and for you. So look at Danny is joined. Danny said, "Don't bring Virgos into this. We ashamed of Gizelle."
Oh my God, Danny!
It's not like Danny was saying, "Well, all Virgos love Gizelle," but Danny like, I'm a Virgo.
Hold up. Go ahead. Do y'all think Gizelle is the queen of the show?
I think she definitely is the favorite one for this franchise.
I think I wouldn't know what the show was without Gizelle.
But I think they're a great ensemble cast. And I think they all need each other because nobody is the queen, but at the same time, she's favored. Just like how Portia's favored. I mean, to an extent, every franchise has it. I did see a meme that was so hilarious last week where it says that I think it said that Gizelle dressed like Beyonce or something like that. So
I seen that too. I was like, Lord.
I was like, oh Jesus, stop playing with us. Yeah, everybody just want to play in our face today, huh? That's not fair. That's not fair. That is not fair. I like what Kyra.
Uh-huh.
I like what she said about the townhouse thing because that's been my.
That is true. I do wonder why she's still in that penthouse.
And it's weird. So now what hit me when she said it was, man, you sure did come at Candice a lot for living in her mom's house, but you don't even have a house.
Like, I just don't understand how when she did that. I didn't understand because it's like you're talking about her mom and you're being funded by a man completely, which is okay because you're a woman, it's a man. But at the same time, it's just like, girl, you don't have your own money. If he leave you today and you ain't got no security, what are you gonna do? So,
remember, she had to move out. She has to move out into another apartment. So it just hit me like maybe she really was going in on Candice and her mother buying her house because she doesn't even have a house. Like she doesn't have a townhome. She doesn't have steps. Like or they got a little spiral staircase.
Did Kyra say Ashley grew up in a tent and now lives in a penthouse? Did she say that? Kyra, did you say that Ashley grew up in a
Oh
tent?
my goodness. You know, they did not have any money, so she probably did grow
Oh,
They didn't have nothing.
something of the sort. Maybe maybe not a tent. Maybe it was like a a little garage or something. I don't know.
I thought they was parked in the van behind Walmart. That's
not Neverland.
We are about to leave now. We've been here for a good amount of time. Some great points today from some of the guests. Again, if you're watching right now, be sure to like this video. Okay, go hit the thumbs up, like the video. We're gonna be here for Beverly Hills tomorrow, and then Salt Lake City starts on Sunday. If you're watching Salt Lake City, if you saw that trailer today, chat, it was a whole good hot mess. The panel from last season is going to be returning, and we're actually going to be doing the Salt Lake City recaps directly after Salt Lake City airs. So Sunday is going to be a lot. Sundays you have Potomac at 8 Eastern time, and then Salt Lake City is going to come on. We're going to be on right after Salt Lake City to talk about it because that's when everybody's talking about it anyway. Potomac will still be Mondays, and Beverly Hills, which is filming their reunion this Friday, ending soon, will still be on Wednesday. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
The Lynn got a good lineup.
It's a good little lineup. It's really good. Like Salt Lake City, Beverly Hills, Potomac, like Housewives. At this point, nope. Everybody from this point on should really keep the same momentum. New Jersey, when they come back, when Atlanta come back finally, like everybody should stay on the same path.
I agree.
It's been good, and I know that Salt Lake City is about to break it. I'm sorry.
I know they are. I can't wait.
We had a good time last season on that with that panel, so it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it is. I can't wait to watch y'all. I'm excited to watch y'all.
And of course, Ace, you still can join that panel too. So we're actually gonna have a rotating seat outside of the regular panel. So
I might pop in every once in a while. I need to give myself a break before Atlanta. I need breaks.
Child, when Atlanta comes back, it's gonna be a hot mess. But I'm like, we're gonna have Delilah back.
I can't wait. Okay. So I might rotate in.
Okay. Well, again, we're going to get out of here. Like I said, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all things Deline. A lot of new things coming out soon. Follow myself, Antonio Asia. Of course, Jasmine and Danny on this panel could not be here today, but follow them as well. And we will see y'all, like I said, if you're watching Beverly Hills tomorrow or next Monday or next Sunday. We're here all week, child. Y'all have a good rest of y'all. Lovely Tuesday and good night.
Good night.
Bye.